Well, morning, folks. It's 5:44 in the morning Pacific Standard Time. It's Saturday, the 30th of September, 2023. Weber, John C. of Roseman, California, armpit of the Antelope Valley. I gotta burp my ass. Old Gasbag 45 came out to Anaheim, and he thought he knew some of the issues we had out here. Nailed something about the rampant mob rushes we had, how they're trying to take over different retail spots left and right. And then he also went after the water situation. We still got the water shortage. Apparently, he has no clue what the hell he's talking about. He made fun of Beverly Hills, smelling the way they are, dealing with the way they are, and he thinks people are they're getting shortchanged with the damn water situation. This guy has no clue what climate change is and what kind of snowpacks we have to deal with. He's got no clue, and yet he's catering to the idiots out in Anaheim, and everyone else got swarmed over to Anaheim to swoon and adore this gas bag. I'm surprised the schmuck didn't visit Kern County. I suppose Kern is also Kevin McCarthy's territory, so I suppose it wasn't necessary for him to come out here. These people would have celebrated his ass like a great deal, and he still wouldn't have got it. California's issues at this point. Concerning about the flash mobs, Gasbag kept saying that we need to involve the cops in the damn thing. We need to involve the cops in the damn thing. Does this guy actually know how these things start up? Yeah, we got economic downturns left and right, and we got people trying to take opportunities one way or another, and they are swarming in different areas, malls, strip mall areas. I'm surprising these guys hadn't moved out to the valley, actually to the Antelope Valley out here. Shit, they've been handling the San Fernando Valley. They've handled different portions of city and county of Los Angeles, but we haven't had those kind of swarms yet. But then again, out here we haven't got anything valuable for people to take and steal anyway. It's not out here in the Antelope Valley. We got nothing. And I suppose he'd be taking a swipe at the immigration policies that we have out here. We're an open city, which means we told the old gas bag and his administration a long time ago immigrants would be welcome over here. Well, we've opened up our mouth on that one. And any available space we've got are being taken over. Yeah, courtesy of Greg Abbott and his damn stupidity, and not to mention Florida, and they'd had nothing to do with the border. They just want to be assholes about it. Sanctimonious. In fact, the schmuck came out here anyway. No, besides dealing with the Reagan Library fiasco. Might as well call it a fiasco. That's what all the damn thing was. At least the city of Los Angeles has a mayor still struggling and trying to make things a little better. I'll give her that credit. But to complain about our water situation, make fun of the damn thing. Gee, it really must be nice rolling in that kind of water issues when he has no clue what the hell we're dealing with. We're still having problems with the Colorado River. We're still having problems with a few other rivers that portions of California are still needing to get more of, despite the fact that we actually had some water coming into California. over the past year, we still had a few major rainstorms coming in, but it just wasn't enough to really eliminate the the water shortage. But they're struggling with it. That's the only thing they can do is struggle with it. And we're also dependent upon the climate itself not changing gradually, but it's a science that some people actually have an issue with. It's not an exact science, climate and meteorology. It isn't. We are dependent upon seasons. We are dependent upon movement. We are also dependent upon how much gas ratio we have in our atmosphere. That's either going to cook us or do something that's going to be driving us crazy. And for a lot of the people who've studied meteorology and climatology, they're still basing on models that are still telling us that the climate has changed. Water levels have risen a bit. We may not get as much moisture as we would like. Before, I guess they didn't understand it, or they were still trying to understand it more and more, especially when we had the seasons of El Nino and La Nina. And those would affect our water producing capabilities. Growing up in California, and I'm a native. I've been here ever since I was born in this damn state. The climate had changed, and people just didn't figure it out. There had been times we actually had heavy-duty rainy storms, flooding out different sections left and right. Hell, they've even flooded out the San Fernando Valley a few times, and some of the other low-lying areas of the place where they were designed to control the water flow. I also remember some of the heavier windstorms we've had back in the 80s and 90s when the seasons would change a bit into the La Nina. We'd bake our asses off, but when El Nino kicked in, we were drowning our asses off. Every time we get rain, we're praying that it's going to be sufficient enough to knock out the drought even further. We're sucking up more moisture than the region can actually accommodate. We're also dependent upon the snowpacks if we get enough of it. And we're not getting enough of it. It's not staying cold enough. Staying, uh, it's not building up enough. Because how much snow we can pack up on the mountains will be depending upon how it's going to be melting off like crazy, and then we'll be getting liquid out of the damn thing. Okay, from the weather that they're predicting, we're going to be creasing up to at least 88 by the end of Friday. We're going to be roasting again. What else is new? What I'm more afraid of these days. Are we really going to be turning into an arid area? Are we? I don't know. It scares me. We had to go on water conservation. We had to. It's not just looking at the snowpacks. We also had looked at the other rivers out there. Because they also depended upon how much water they were getting from the storms to, fill up the damn lakes, streams out there. Not to mention filling up the water tables themselves. When we really, really overuse the groundwater, we're sucking it up from the ground, and there's no way to replace it unless we have strong enough storm systems coming in to replace it. But it's not going to replace all of it because we still have an ongoing drought. I'll hear some of the other people denying it left and right. Says, no, no, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. You guys happen to look at the damn numbers and the damn data we've had for over 100 years. Maybe you'd know better. But apparently people don't. Am I a climatologist? Do I know how to read the numbers? No, but I learned how to trust some scientists out there who know the numbers and know how to read the damn stuff. I trust them better. And yeah, it does scare me. And there's nothing wrong with conserving water as much as you can, as best as one does. I'm also having issues concerning about the power issue. See, the more gases we put out there, the more we're going to be cooking left and right. And it doesn't matter which particular country is doing the damn thing, we're all putting up the same damn pollution. So we're still cooking. And we're still using a lot of energy. And we're still polluting it. We try to do the solar panel when we can and get power. It kind of alleviates the need for natural gas and oil. And even with solar power, we're still depending upon good, strong solar days. But we still want the rain. We have wind. We have a lot of turbines out here in the desert region, trying to capture as much wind power as we can. It's never that easy out here. Because sometimes there's not enough wind to generate those damn things. But there'll be enough sun for us to get solar energy. And we have private enterprise entities out there, businesses and homes that are that they have solar panels on them. And they're trying to offshoot and offset the bills that they would get. So I don't know what this Gasbag thinks he knows about California and about energy needs and about water usage. Granted, we'd like to have all green lawns all over the damn place, left and right. And yeah, it was a pain in the ass trying to decrease the water level, so we barely been able to water our lawns. We had that distinctive thing concerning about California looking green all the damn time. Well, it takes a hell of a lot of water to do so. And we're sucking up from different places. If it's not the cities that's going to be sucking in, it's also agriculture. We are an exporter of goods. In order to keep that up, we need to have the water for the San Joaquin Valley. We also need to have it for Central Valley. We need to. We got no choice. But there's also a water war going on over there too. And we're fighting with other states that are still dependent upon it. Las Vegas is one of those. They're sucking it up because they got a lot of population out in a desert region, and they're still having water shortages left and right. But they're still building. Go figure. Arizona's still having water issues. Colorado River is going down even worse. Hoover Dam looks like it's drawn up on empty sometimes. Not enough water to generate the turbines. It has to be sufficient enough flow to going into the dam area and water to be released to generate electricity in those generators of theirs. Not to mention other regions are suffering because they didn't have the water necessary. And we're seeing when the lakes are going down, we're seeing more and more uh, crystallization. We're seeing more and more geography. We're also seeing that the Salt Lake, the Great Salt Lake, is turning out to be a pond. Throughout the decades, we had known this place to be big and salty. Some people actually drew water from the damn shit, but they can still filter it out if they could. At least I hope so. But because we had the climate change, and it's just not uh, a slight weather change to heat. It's talking about a gradual buildup of heat that's sucking out the moisture of the Great Salt Lake to where it's going to be nothing but a spittle. Give it another 10 more years, it'll probably be like that. That's terrifying enough right there. We're not doing enough to combat climate change or modifying or trying to do whatever we can. The deniers will still deny the whole damn thing and still want their full water usage. They're making fun of Beverly Hills as if they already got enough problems as it is. And they also have to hold back on their damn water. We all had to in California. It hit everybody. So I don't know what old Gasbag was talking about in California. I really, really don't. He was also attacking Gavin Newsom because Gavin Newsom was treating this place like a racist, Marxist place or something like that. Yeah, I did use the R word on that one. And only he would think about shit like this because he doesn't know what the hell to talk about California. He wants to win California. He can't win California. He can try, but it ain't going to happen. So, all his visit was just stirring up more maggots out there who think they can win over California. I don't think so, Scooter Boys. While Trump was in office, the maggots kept deciding that they wanted to split California into chunks. They even put the ballot initiative out there. Didn't happen. I mean, it was there. People voted. They voted against it. You gotta understand. More population density, the more votes we got in that area. The desert regions are not exactly known for their hot spots, unless you're talking about Palm Springs. And theoretically, they got golf courses. They still need the water like crazy. I don't know why the hell we need them in the first place, but we also have a lot of population in the coastal regions. In the desert regions, forget it. Looks like it's about 56 out here in Lancaster and 58 degrees out in Edwards Air Force Base. Isn't that nice? That's nice and cool. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. Now, as for the rest of the time we got, I'm just waiting for the local news to show what our temperatures are going to be like. Here we go. 57 around 7 o'clock in the morning. Midday, 66. Okay, so it's going to be a nice, pleasant day today out in the high desert region. We are getting into the fall season right now. We've got wind patterns. We got slightly predicted potential thunderstorm regions happening, probably in Mojave. Other than that, the gas bag can be a gas bag. All I know is he doesn't know shit from Shinola. And he doesn't know California for anything. So, let him go back under the rock he crawled back east. Leave us the hell alone.